Hey, what's up, everybody? We are back here. We're going to do a couple of raids, possibly some dungeon missions here, just to test out the connection, to make sure that I can go through and build my defense for you guys. Because I want to do a video on how to actually build a great defense now utilizing the new troops. A lot of things have changed. We're definitely going to work with a gargoyle, defense design, and it's going to be kind of like a trap base because you want them to die, you want to get gems from them. That's the most important thing about your defenses. The leaderboards really doesn't matter that much. Sure, going up in the top 500, top probably 100, you get more medals, but that's only from the random opponent list that you attack. So typically it's still been common to find way better loot and way better medals in your favorite list. And they did change it where you can only attack your favorite list 3 times. I believe it's an hour. Correct me if I am wrong on that. I haven't been playing that much constantly, non-stop anymore. So I don't really know the attack limitation yet. That limitation hasn't done anything to my gameplay at all. I've been playing in smaller bursts every 3 to 5 hours or so, collecting upgrades, gathering my food. Pretty much, in my opinion, how they designed the game to be played, because they want you to collect your food every 3 to 4 hours, go in and do a couple raids, and then log off. And it's been working out all right. The new shield system on the gold, on the treasure chamber, it definitely protects a lot more gold. We're able to store a whole bunch of gold up without really losing a lot of gold anymore. My defense definitely does need an upgrade, though. My defenses are pretty bad. So we did unlock the werewolf. I don't know exactly what that is he did there. It's supposed to be, I think, like a fear, an AoE fear effect. But like I said, I haven't really dove into actually what the werewolf does yet. I've been focusing just on the mummies. And you'll notice here I have an army of mummy, and I love the mummy. The mummy is amazing. For offense, for defense, I haven't really thought of using the mummy in the defensive waves, because a lot of the benefits of the mummy comes from he's an instant summon right next to your hero. So you don't have to wait for him to come out, walk through the whole pathway. He actually summons right next to you. So that is one of the huge benefits of the mummy. It definitely saves a lot of time. And in the other video I did yesterday or the day before about the mummies, we showed them off a little bit. We were having a little bit of issues because I was playing 3 a.m., 2 a.m., and my brain wasn't thinking straight. There are proper ways to use the mummy, and I will show you. The mummy combos extremely well with the solo king and the heal spell. And that's what you were seeing a lot of that already in the high-level gameplay before, where the king would just kind of solo the base, rush forward, use the heal spell to keep himself alive, and then go pound on the gate. Well, adding the mummy to that adds, even more offensive abilities, because in the last patch, they did increase all the defense, mechanisms. The snake tower got a buff, the firebolt tower got a buff, the castle gate got a huge buff. So there were a lot of defensive upgrades, and so you weren't able to solo as effective. And then the heal spell also got nerfed, so it went down in power and effectiveness. So they tweaked it a lot, but now it is back, and it's back with a vengeance because of the mummy, because of the AoE stun that the mummy does. So we'll go ahead and show you here. So we are hovering around 3,300 trophies right now. We'll go up through the leaderboards here. You can see we're getting 197 medals, 128 loot from him. It's a fair amount of medals and loots. Well, fair amount of medals. Loot's kind of on the low side. This right here is a very, very, very tough base. No question about it. And the reason you can tell that is the medals. 408 medals and also 47 trophies for actually defeating him. The gold is on the lowish side, but this is an insane base. And it may not look that bad to you, but it's spread out nicely. He has high-level towers in there. And surprisingly, he doesn't really... I don't know if he's not a good offensive player or what, because he stays hovering around the 3,500 trophy range, with this base design, yet the base pretty much dominates. So I'm guessing he must suck attacking, or not even, attack really. So we're going to go in and attack this one. And this is going to be a tough fight. No question about it. We have died several times to him, even in the last couple videos. We might die as well using those scrolls, but we're going to give it a go. We're going to try it again. He's either online or being attacked, because this is a great example of how to effectively use the mummy and the heal spell. Alright, so we're unable to attack him. We'll go into our other list and find out some more people. So again, we're moving up now. We're at 3,700 roughly. And again, this is a huge defensive base. 286 medals, 31 trophies, decent amount of loot. So we'll go ahead and attack. He also doesn't have any monsters in his waves. And fortunately, he's online too. Alright, so I do apologize for that. I can't help it that they're either online or being attacked. So we will go up to kill one. Nearly 3,900 trophies here. And he's using some gargoyles and a nice base defense here. Pretty sure we won't be able to get through him. He is 500 to 600 trophies ahead of us. He has extremely strong firebolt towers. So we will give it a try. And I wonder if something's wrong with my game, because everyone seems to be online right now. So there may be some server issues. We'll go up here and try and attack One Night, One Love. And again, he's almost 4,000 trophies. Finally got one person that is online. He's using only Frosters and Art Blasters, it looked like. I was really expecting for him to just be online and not be able to, be raided. So a nice benefit of the mummy is that he is resistant to, to piercing damage to the arrows. So with this setup, the mummy only attacks units. The mummy is weak to fire, so you typically want to try and take down the firebolt towers as much as possible. There's his AoE stun, which is pretty much was a lifesaver right there. We were going to die if that AoE stun didn't come in. And we are going to die right here because we have nothing to protect us. We went too far into the base. So again, you can see a huge difference, a 3,900 trophy base. But that's the basics principle there of using the mummy. We're going to go do it again, since he's the only person who can attack anyway. Like I said, I want to give this a demonstration, a proper demonstration of a success here. But it is, when you're fighting someone that is way out of your league, like, this is a 700 trophy difference. His towers are probably near maxed. This is way up there in the leaderboards. So you're running into really stiff competition. So mistakes happen, you die very commonly. Scrolls are almost a must. It's going to be popped out a mummy there. We're going to play it a little bit more cautiously this time. We're actually going to take out this firebolt tower over here. And so that way we can have a safe zone to kind of heal when shit goes down up here. So you'll notice the mummy is getting frozen. Now we're going to bring out a couple pyromancers. Go up there to touch those troops and hopefully Ugh. So close, so close. A little bit too greedy there, trying to kill the troops. But you can see we're inching our way a little bit further into the base, and eventually we'll get the strategy down that will work, properly. Because we do want to try and get, the castle gate down. That's the whole purpose of the gate, of the game, is to get the castle gate down. You can get most of the loot, you can get most of the trophies by taking down the gate. So grab some food. And you do have to rush because time is your worst enemy up here, with all the towers having tons and tons of life. So for the mistakes that we've done, we haven't lost that many trophies. If we do get about 50% of the base, we will have a whole bunch. We're going to try a little bit different here. We're going to start off with a couple pyromancers right there. I'm going to go kill the corner tower this time. I'm going to call the mummy back here to hopefully get him healed. It didn't work out, but we have one now. Ugh. So close. Hey, one more try. So the downside is my mummy is level 2. He is weak to fire. So the firebolt towers do burn him up pretty well. But we're improving a little bit. So the main thing is, once we can get past those towers right there, and we actually can't because that's 3 times in 1 hour, so we cannot attack him anymore. And that's the downside to actually, raiding someone from your favorites list. You can't constantly spam them anymore. So again, this one is now in the 4,000 trophy range. And you'll see there, the gargoyles just devoured my HP. They literally devoured the HP down to nothing. Calling the guys back. They do a splash effect as well, so there's really no way to kind of avoid gargoyle damage. So we ran back a little bit to save ourselves from death. And those gargoyles right there just did massive amounts of damage and killed us. So this segues right into the gargoyle base defense. So we're going to end this video here, and again, I apologize for not being able to go through those bases. They are way difficult. My mummy is level 2, my heal spell is only level 11, so I do have some upgrading to finish. The heal spell will be a level 12 in 2 days, I believe. And the mummy, we're going to slow and surely get there to level 4, which is max. So you can see the heal spell has 2 days and 18 hours. Then we'll take a look and see when our next mummy upgrade is. So we have a ways to go to get our mummy upgrade. Our next mummy upgrade is like 15 dungeons away. So next time I'll show it off on a little bit easier base, something that you know, we can go through. I always like to challenge myself though. Just more fun that way, you know, having the risk of dying rather than doing a base that you know you can beat 100% or even just 95% but still kind of like crush them. Actually,